everyone, so this video is going to be my review on the Sedona lace brushes that I purchased about a couple of weeks ago, and I'm kind of excited to do this video actually. And I've been wanting to do this video ever since I got them, but of course I had to wash them and use them a few times, wash them again before I can give a proper review. So anyway, a little story on how I found out about or came across these brushes was, as some of you may know, I am a freelance makeup artist, and I've actually been on the market for pretty nice, pretty basic but nice brush set for quite some time now. Now I do own quite a few brushes already. These are most of my brushes. I also have some that are stored in my brush belt, and some right here which are still dirty. So yeah, but I don't know, for some reason I just think if you're a makeup artist you can never have, if you're a girl, I guess, you can never have enough makeup brushes. So yeah, since I've been on the market for a really nice brush set, I was debating also on getting the Sigma complete kit brush set, since everybody here on YouTube and Blogspot have been talking about them a lot. So I was doing my research about them, and I just wanted to be sure on which brush I'm gonna get, or which brush set I'm gonna get, because if I'm gonna be spending money on Sigma, which is $100 for 12 brushes, I just thought they better be as good as the MAC ones a lot of people say they are, or even better. But so anyway, I did come across a few bad reviews on makeupalley.com on the Sigma brushes, which kind of made me skeptical, because again, if I'm going to be spending that much money, which I know is nothing compared to if you buy MAC brushes, but I was still thinking, if you're going to spend that much money, they better be good. So anyway, one review on Makeup Alley mentioned the Sedona lace brushes that are very similar to the Sigma ones. So I went ahead and checked them out, and again did my research. I came across Makeup by Renren's review on them here on YouTube, and she also has a whole blog post on these brushes. And so I asked her on Twitter which one she would recommend, since she has both Sigma and Sedona lace. And so she pretty much said that they're exactly the same, and that Sedona lace has faster shipping, in which Sigma's website, it says their shipping takes from 6 to 20 days, which I think that's way too long. And also, it's a pretty no-brainer if they're exactly the same, and then Sigma is a lot more expensive than the Sedona lace. I of course went with getting the Sedona lace brushes. Alright, so yeah, the Sigma brushes, which is the set that's similar to this one, costs $99, and this one is only, I actually got these when they were on sale, but their original price is $59.95, which is kind of a big difference, especially if they're really, the same quality pretty much. So yeah, I went ahead and placed my order, and actually got these brushes. I ordered on, I wrote it down. I placed my order on April 1st, and I got them on April 6th, which just took, 5 days? And I thought that was really fast. So everything came out to, everything with the shipping came out, again I got these when they were on sale, so everything came out to $55.10 with shipping. And I also used the coupon code, which is Makeup by Renren, and that gave me a $4 discount, which was helpful. So everything came out to $55.10, which each brush came out to be less than $5. So yeah. Alright, so this is how the box looks like inside. It's a pretty big box for just these, but I guess that's for so that the whatever is inside doesn't get damaged or anything. And then these are the brushes. Comes in this bag with a like a what's this, like a flyer with Katrina Lomidze. And so I'm gonna open it up. Alright, so this is what the brushes look like. Each came in these plastic sleeves, and then for the face brushes it had this thing on top to like protect the shape of the brush, I guess. And yeah, so I'm gonna go wash these. Alright, so I just got done washing these brushes, and I'm just gonna tell you really quick how it was, because I wasn't able to film it. But okay, so the powder brush, this one bled a little bit and also shed like a teeny tiny bit, which, you know, which is really expected when you first wash your brushes, so that was fine. And this one bled a little bit also. And then these two, I didn't really notice much shedding or anything. The blending brush bled a little bit since it has the black bristles. And then as for everything else, it was they were all fine, except for the angled liner brush, which, as you can see right here, when I was trying to, like, you know, wash all of the soap off, this is how much bristles came out of it. And I was just like shocked, because I've never really experienced anything like this, and you know, this is not supposed to happen. So I think I'm gonna email them and we'll see what they can do about it. Alright, so here's the brush set. It also comes in pink if you don't like black, but I chose black, so it matches my MAC ones, and I just think they're more professional when I do other people's makeup. So anyway, let me talk about the brush roll first. Now, I personally don't like the brush roll. Number one, it has a pretty strong plasticky smell, and just the texture of it. I mean, I know it's fake leather, but it's like a sticky kind of leather, plastic leather. I don't really store my brushes in this brush roll. The only reason why they're in this right now is for the purpose of this video, just to show you how they look and stuff like that. So yeah, I just don't like the brush roll at all. But of course, you know, it's always convenient to have when you're traveling. You can just take this brush set and have all of the brushes that you need. So first one, the powder brush, which is my favorite among all of these brushes. The powder brush is really, really soft, and it has like enough density to it. If I were to compare this to my MAC 150, I would actually prefer the Sedona lace ones, just because it's much softer. The MAC 150 is actually a little bit on the scratchy side, and then the Sedona lace one is just really, really soft, and this is my favorite one out of all of them. The next brush is the duo fiber stippling brush, which I haven't used on myself yet, but I did use it on my friend to apply liquid foundation. I would say this is an okay brush. It's not as dense as I would want it to be, especially for application of liquid foundation, but you know, it just took a little bit more buffing on, but it did the job pretty well. And then the next one is the angled blush brush, and this one is again an okay brush. I would compare this one to the Essence of Beauty from CVS angled blush brush. Although they all look the same, this is the MAC one. I just don't think this one is as soft as the MAC one, but you know, it's not scratchy or whatsoever. I use this one to apply blush, and I think it's also good for contouring because the brush head is pretty small, so you can get in like you can get into detail with like contouring and stuff. So yeah, that's that. And then the next brush is the foundation brush, which again I haven't used on myself, but I've used it on quite a few of my clients, and it's just like a pretty basic foundation brush. Like, I don't wear liquid foundation, so I can't, like, I'll probably never use this on myself, but when I used it on my clients, it you know, like I said, it's a pretty basic foundation brush, so it did the job fine. Okay, the next brush is the tapered blending brush, and this one, it's a little too fluffy for me. I mean, I personally use this to highlight like under my eyes, but you can also blend eyeshadows with it. I just don't think this would be good for like applying the color, because it is a little bit too fluffy for that purpose. But yeah, you can just use it to like buff out eyeshadows, or like, you know, like what I do, use it to highlight under my eyes. The next brush is the eyeshadow brush, which I think is very similar to right here, the e.l.f. brush that I love the most. If you've watched my videos, I've talked about this a couple of times, but yeah, I just think they're very similar to each other. You know, packs on the eyeshadows fairly well. The next brush is the large shading brush, and this one I use to apply eye primers, like the Mica Bell eye primer paint pots. I won't be able to show it to you because my camera doesn't focus, but this one is actually nicely tapered. Like it starts with very short bristles, and then, you know, longer and longer. That's what tapered means. But I like that because when I use it on like cream products such as the primer, it doesn't like absorb too much of the product, and it transfers on your lids pretty well. The next one is the concealer brush, which I pretty much have no use for because I use my ring finger to apply my concealer. I can probably use this as a lip brush on my clients, but yeah, I just don't have a use for this one. Next one is the angled blending brush, or like angled eyeshadow brush. Again, for this one, I don't have a use for, not even on my clients, because I don't know how to use this brush. Maybe to blend the eyeshadows, but I have the 275 special edition one for MAC that I never use either, so I don't know. We'll find a use for this. But like this, the brush, yeah, this brush is really soft too. All of them are really soft. Okay, the next one is the pencil brush, which I wouldn't really refer to as a pencil brush, because as you can see, it's very flimsy. Unlike the MAC 219, which is pretty densely packed, this one doesn't have very much resistance to it. So this one would probably be good for like crease work, not so much as a smudger brush, but like for detailed crease work. Just because, you know, it's like fluffy. So I would refer to this as a small crease brush instead of a pencil brush. The next one is the liner brush, which again I don't really have a use for. I just think it's a little too thick to apply gel liner with. Maybe as a lip brush I can use this one, but not as an eyeliner brush. And then the last one that I'm going to show you, which you saw in the clip that I just showed you, when I washed this one, I mean this is the new one. When I washed it, a lot of the bristles came out, which I'm going to talk about their customer service in a bit. Alright, so this one is the angled liner brush, which I use to apply gel liner on my clients. I personally don't use gel liners just because I don't want to wash the brush every time. But yeah, I like this because it's stiff enough to do like a straight line, and you can pretty much control like if you wanted a thicker line or a thin line. But yeah, so anyway, in that clip that I showed you, you saw how like the first angled liner brush that came in the set, how it did while I was washing it. So a bunch of the brushes, or a bunch of the bristles came out, and I was just like shocked. I was like, I've never had that happen. So anyway, I emailed them. I think the email is info@sedonalace.com, and I was pretty much floored with their customer service. I think the founder, which is Jason, I don't remember his last name, he emailed me maybe like only a few minutes after I sent him an email, which was pretty impressive. And then after a few minutes, I already got like a confirmation on like the confirmation shipping information about like the replacement brush that they were gonna send me. And I did get the replacement brush only after 3 days. So I thought their customer service was just awesome. Like, I was so impressed by their customer service. So all in all, this is a really good brush set. Even though there's a few that I don't really have a use for, all the brushes that I like, I think are so worth the $55. Or, I mean, now they're a little bit more since they're not on sale. But I would especially recommend these to whoever's like just starting on like collecting brushes, since this brush set has pretty much all the basic brushes that you need, and you know, very affordable. But yeah, so I guess that's it for this video. I hope that this was helpful in some way. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave me a comment on down below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!